so much more revenue than the WNBA. So he's letting it be known, listen, that whole revenue share thing, y'all need to knock it off. Y'all need to knock it off. Shout out to Christian S on Twitter, and shout out to Oh No He Didn't. I got that one from Oh No He Didn't on Twitter. Christian S posted this article. Adam Silver says he expects big raises for WNBA players in new CBA and that they deserve.
Breaking news. This just detonated. A leaked internal memo has confirmed the unthinkable. Caitlyn Clark is done with the WNBA, walking away for a $15 million golf deal. And now Sophie Cunningham and Lexi Hull have packed up too after Cathy Engelbert allegedly warned them, threatened them, even tried to block them from joining Caitlyn. But the real explosion. Adam Silver just stormed in, furious, demanding answers. And insiders say the WNBA commissioner could be fired before sunrise. This is the moment everything collapses. Before we dive into this absolute meltdown, hit subscribe because things are spiraling faster than anyone imagined. And trust me, this story is nowhere near over. No one thought it was possible. Not the WNBA, not the fans, not even the Indiana Fever. But tonight,
part of the business and intentionally undervalues the players. The fact that the league now wants to call any part of his proposal uncapped is precisely why his leadership, transparency, and accountability are being challenged right now. These players don't want to sign anything until Cathy Engelbert is gone. I believe this is also their way of getting Cathy Engelbert out. They are not entertaining the negotiations. So if they're basically saying, hey, they want Cathy Engelbert to get fired.
A chain reaction has erupted so violently that the entire league is in full-scale panic. Caitlyn Clark, the face of women's basketball, has made a decision that will shake the sports world forever. And she didn't walk alone. Sophie Cunningham and Lexi Hull stood with her, shoulder to shoulder. Together, the three walked away from the WNBA, away from the Indiana Fever, away from Cathy Engelbert's control, and straight toward a future Cathy desperately tried to stop. Sources say Engelbert discovered something she was never meant to see. Caitlyn Clark had quietly accepted a $15 million multi-year golf partnership. A deal bigger than anything the WNBA had ever offered. A deal she legally had every right to sign. But the problem. Sophie Cunningham and Lexi Hull were preparing to follow her. Not for money, but for loyalty, friendship, a bond the league kept trying to tear apart. When Cathy found out, she snapped. According to the leaked memo, she issued a stunning warning. Any player attempting to leave for outside leagues without approval may face suspension. Suspension for exploring opportunities, for protecting their careers, for doing exactly what male athletes have always been free to do. And when Sophie heard it, she broke. Behind the scenes, she said, she can't control where we play. We have rights. We're not prisoners. Lexi backed her instantly. Caitlyn stayed silent, until she delivered one line that shattered the room. If they go, I go. The league never expected unity this strong. A private emergency meeting was called. Caitlyn, Sophie, Lexi, Engelbert, WNBA legal, Fever ownership.
Our own players in the league, we were right. And this event proved it because the LPGA did literally everything correct. They capitalized on the moment. They found a way to put it on television. They allowed people to be there. Caitlyn was signing autographs. They put their best golfer in the tour, league, whatever it's called. They put her with Caitlyn because they knew that she would get more eyeballs doing it. They propped up all of their golfers in one event. And you would be crazy to think that they're not gonna have another event and invite Caitlyn to it. They're gonna invite Caitlyn to as many events as they possibly can because they saw what it just did for the sport of golf. And I just don't understand why the WNBA, I mean, I will never understand. I feel.
And the tension was suffocating. Cathy allegedly told them, leaving now destroys the league. We need you here. You signed here. But Caitlyn replied calmly, you don't own us. You don't decide our future. Sophie leaned forward. You suspended me for standing by Caitlyn. And now you want to stop me from standing with her again? Not happening. Lexi added, if loving my teammates is a problem, then I guess we're all a problem. Boom. The room froze. This wasn't rebellion. This was a player uprising. NBA Commissioner Adam Silver was alerted immediately, and he was furious, not at the players, but at WNBA leadership. He allegedly said, "You cannot threaten players for pursuing opportunities. You cannot punish loyalty. And you absolutely cannot block their movement." He demanded Engelbert explain herself. Insiders say she tried, and failed. Silver's response: "This leadership is destroying the league." That's when the rumors hit. Cathy Engelbert could be fired on the spot.
Every league understands the value of Caitlyn Clark. Every single league, and we're going to get into this article. Every single league, from Major League Baseball, the NFL, the NBA, everybody seems to understand the value that Caitlyn Clark brings to the table. Except guess who? Except who? The league she plays in, the WNBA. Cathy, in my opinion, this is the reason you got to go. This is the reason you have to go. All these WNBA players that was disrespecting fans, disrespecting Caitlyn Clark fans, and all of this nonsense. Y'all don't understand the value she brings. But all of the leagues who are prospering and winning, they understand the value. And it's pretty sad. We have an article by Scott Agnes. Hey, Scott, listen, man, I let bygones be bygones. I let bygones be bygones, bro. Just don't pull what you pulled again. Don't do it again. Let bygones be bygones. Salute to Scott Agnes. Caitlyn Clark to return to the Annika Pro-Am, teeing it up alongside golf's bet.
When word spread that Silver was siding with the players, Caitlyn made her move. She released a private, internal statement. "I will not stay in a league that punishes friendships and blocks futures." Sophie released her own. "Suspended for loyalty. Warned for leaving. I'm done." Lexi wrote, "This league doesn't want us. But we want each other. So we're leaving together. This wasn't business anymore. This was family." At 9:47 p.m., all three walked out of the Indiana Fever facility for the final time. No cameras. No press. Just three teammates stepping into the night. United, emotional, shaking, but determined. Caitlyn looked at Sophie and Lexi and said, "Wherever we go next, we go together." The Fever front office collapsed into chaos. NBA executives panicked. The commissioner's office went silent. The league had just lost its biggest star, its biggest personality, its most loyal duo, its future, its chemistry, its revenue engine, all in one night. Sponsors called. Broadcasters called. Networks called. Everyone asking one question: how did you let this happen? Tonight, the world waits. Will Cathy Engelbert survive the outrage? Will Adam Silver step in again? Can the WNBA recover after losing its three most influential players? And the biggest question of all, is golf the new home of Caitlyn Clark and her two sisters in loyalty?